I'm back. Rhodes Rants on Star Wars. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Join the Rhodes Squadron. Today, very quickly, let's give a shout out to my boy, the Sith Kryptonian. Part of the fandom collective. And let's talk about an article from the Mary Sue. A Rose Tico series is everything we want and deserve from Star Wars. By Jessica Mason. And it's got a very lovely picture of Kelly Marie Tran as Rose Tico, looking a lot like a 14-year-old boy trying to take a dump. Determined. This week, HN Entertainment caused a major disturbance in the Force. With an exclusive on 5 properties Lucasfilm is reportedly considering for development into series for the Disney streaming service, set to launch this fall. For the record, this Rose Tico show is not going to happen. But we're going to go with it anyway. The new platform is already set to host Jon Favreau's The Mandalorian, which recently wrapped in another series featuring Diego Luna's Cassian Andor in his adventures prior to Rogue One. The list of potential series is interesting on its own, as it includes shows built around the adventures of a young Princess Leia, Captain Phasma, the Knights of Ren, and Darth Bane. I've said that Knights of Ren and Darth Bane series sounds like it could be on point. But what really got the internet talking was the prospect of a show based around Kelly Marie Tran's Rose Tico. Damn right they were talking. Not only would this story be great to explore and another milestone for representation, but it would be an epic defeat for the dark side of the Star Wars fandom. For those of you who missed the opening crawl, let's get caught up on Kelly Marie Tran / Rose Tico and how different sides of the fandom have responded to her. I actually hesitate to use the term, quote, fandom on this discussion because it's a word that should signify a group of people who love and appreciate a piece of media even when they're critical of it, who want to see it succeed and are inspired by it. When The Last Jedi hit theaters, a vocal contingent of folks calling themselves Star Wars fans, approximately 55 out of 100 people hate that fucking movie, proved that they weren't so much in love as virtual hate, much of it based on misogyny and racism. Of course it is. That's it. It has nothing to do with poor character development and a shitty storyline. Nothing to do with that. Nothing to see here. Please move along. These people mobilized en masse to protest a film that was anchored by powerful women and defied convention and expectation. It's a horribly made movie. In the same hateful vein as Gamersgate and other Fox movements that claim to be about artistic integrity, but are really about white men. There it is. There it is. White men who hated the idea of sharing story space with anyone who isn't them. Yeah, Lando Calrissian is number 3 on my all-time favorite characters list. Mace Windu is in my top 15. They are both African American. You are full of shit. Rose Tico became the main target for people who give all geeks a bad name. In every group, there is a fringe of nutbags on the left or right. A fringe, 2 or 3% on each side that are loony. It looks to me like you're on the 3% side of the left. No, you're not nutty. Again, I use the term, quote, people loosely. Not just because most of these trolls can barely understand human decency, but a huge percentage of them were literally not people, but created by Russian bots, which has been debunked. That has been proven false. Why do you not want to believe that? The man that came up with the study said that is not true. Rose Tico and Kelly Marie Tran received an inordinate amount of hate from these trolls. There are various possible reasons, because she was new to the franchise, or maybe because Rose represents a more pacifist and even anti-capitalistic message. But the most likely reason is that she was both female and Asian. Yep, that's it. You got it. Ding, ding, ding. Had nothing to do with her being a poorly written character. Kelly Marie Tran may be a fantastic actress. Who you should be mad at is Rian Johnson for writing her character the way that he did. Her character was not poor because it was a female or it was Asian. Her character was poor because it sucked. The harassment Tran received was so intense that she shut down her Instagram, which she later addressed in a powerful New York Times op-ed. Harassment and hate aimed at the actress and character have been so disappointing, because Rose is actually amazing. For various, very different reasons that some people hate her, she's by far the standout to the Star Wars universe. She represents love and hope and a different kind of bravery than just firing a blaster or blowing things up. Firing a blaster and weaving lightsabers and blowing shit up is Star Wars. Go make your own series. Go make your own movie. Stay out of the franchise. Live action Star Wars television universe doesn't exist yet, so we can't tell what the representation in the new shows will be like. Who cares? Why is it we have to play the quota game? Why is this a story? Your false outrage and cheerleading. How about qualified writers, qualified directors? How about people that know Star Wars? And then maybe all actors, actresses involved with Star Wars, regardless of color or sexual preference, can have good storylines. That's all I'm going to read of that. So what do you think about this, Road Squadron? I don't know what's going on with Star Wars. I don't know what's going on with people. I've said before, I lean left politically. It is my belief that the majority of people are actually more in the middle than maybe either side would care to admit. I do not believe either side is necessarily crazy. But what these social justice warriors have done is pushed me out of my own party. Okay, because this is not a Democrat. I can tell you that right now. This is something else. I don't know what this is other than crazy at this point. But it doesn't represent me. And also, being diverse does not mean excluding any race, including white folks. It does not. That's not diversity. That's fucking racism. Should not be a scorecard for how many fucking females or people of different races there are in a movie or TV show. Get the best actor for the job. Get the best actress for the job. Period. I mean, who gives a shit? While I can say Rose Tico's character may have ended up being a good character had somebody wrote her properly, unfortunately for her, Rian Johnson didn't, which makes her uninteresting, and we don't want to see a series from her. It is my belief that, actually, I saw this in a tweet that said this was thrown out in a meeting about random ideas about potential series. So in other words, some asshole in the story group said, hey, what about a Rose Tico series? Who knows, maybe it was Carrie Hart, who's not even around anymore, to see this. And if Disney Lucasfilm makes a series about Rose Tico, it would just be another middle finger right into the fandom. Meaning you are not listening. You are not hearing us. We demand quality characters in Star Wars. Period. You tell me what you think, Rogue Squadron, in the comment section below. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.